G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So again in Go Battle League. So as you can see, rank 8, 2244, and we're still in the Ultra League. So we'll jump straight in and get it started. So Lapras, Swampert, Cresselia. So same team I've been running for a little while. So I'll link to a couple of those videos now. So I've won 5 in a row and 4-1, and so it's been a pretty successful team for me so far. So one of the biggest problems I have is Obstagoon, and it does seem to be becoming more and more common in the meta. So I don't know, may have to think about that one, but one of the biggest problems, yeah, Obstagoon. So we'll see how we go. I'll jump in, I'll do the same, use the same team. I've got all my other videos saved as well, so I'll link to that playlist now. So it's got all my Season 2 Ultra League matches in there, bar a couple that I've lost from computer errors, but it is what it is. So let's jump in and get this started and see how we go. So first one, Jospin. 37. So I do, and I say it like every time, I do want to try and start remembering. So this is electric type, so not good for me. But they're using a dark type moveset, so that actually works out quite well. So I'm going to throw my Surf here. So I was going to switch out, but being that it's dark type fast move and not an electric type, it's okay. So they've shielded that one up, so that's fine. So I'm going to match my shield here, and it's the Wild Charge. So that's yeah. So I'll let this one go. There's going to be another Wild Charge. Wow, that did a lot of damage. So what I'm going to do here is switch, if it will let me. So that Wild Charge was brutal, absolutely brutal. So I'm not going to shield that. So I should have double shielded there, the 2 Wild Charges, but that's fine. What are you going to do? So let's just charge this up. Wow, they are spamming. How are they getting to so many moves? So I'm assuming that little bit of lag there was really not a good thing for me. So I'm going to throw my Earthquake now. Not my Earthquake, I'm going to throw Hydro. I don't know whether I'll get a shield or not. I expect I probably will. Let's find out. No shield, okay. So I'm going to... No! So I really wanted to not use that energy, because we threw at the same time and now I can't. Oh no, so there we go. So I will throw now, just because obviously I don't want it to charge me down, but I should be able to get to the charge move on whatever it is that comes in next, and I expect it's probably going to be so, it's their Swampert, so that's interesting. So I'm just going to throw this energy here, and then I'll try and get to a second one. So it'll be interesting to see whether they try and fast move me down, because if they do, I'm going to go to absolute town on them. So let's see what they do. So they've shielded that one, so happy days. And are they going to try and fast move farm me down? I think they are, you know. And then, oh, that's all right. I'm absolutely fine with that. So I'll be able to get to the... Oh, and that's taken that out. So now the one that I'm going to go for... I'm actually going to throw in the Cresselia, and yeah, so I was wondering if they had so I'll shield this up. So whether it's the Hydro Cannon or the Earthquake, I don't really care. This is... Oh, it's the Hydro. So Hydro, I would have rathered an Earthquake, to be completely honest with you, but that's fine. They should be able to throw possibly a Hydro now. Can't imagine it's an Earthquake, but it very well may be, and it is. Of course it is. But at this point, there is nothing they can do. This is a good game, so happy days. So let's throw the energy, and that's game number 1. So that was an interesting one off the start. So having the dark type moves, so I was going to switch out, and I did know that the wild charges were coming through, and it probably would have been better to shield up both of them. But you don't know what's in the back, so I didn't want to burn both shields. So let's jump into the next one and see how we go. So I don't know why it booted me all the way back out to the start. So I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Let's see if I can remember it if I bump into them again. So got the Articuno on the lead. So this is, so the problem with Articuno is, well, they're just going to be debuffing me a whole lot, which is fine. So what's coming now? Oh, so that's an interesting swap. Yeah, an interesting swap. So what I'm going to do is swap into my Swampert now. So I'll shield this first one up because I think it's going to be the Blast Burn, and the Blast Burn still will do a reasonable amount of damage. Let's see what they do here, and I imagine they're quitting, and they are. So yeah, that was a real uphill battle for them there. I'm not sure why they swapped into Charizard. I guess because Charizard's got, so its fire is neutral against Lapras because of the ice typing as well, and then out comes Swampert. Yeah, not ideal for them. So let's jump into the next one. And that was a quick one, so nice, short, sharp, and well, got the right outcome for me at least. Carcaressa. Okay, interesting. People probably say the same thing when they read my name or attempt to read my name. So another Articuno on the lead, so that's really interesting. So I think what I'm going to do here is go for and I've done it. I've switched it on the charge move there. Let's see what comes out. So it is the Cresselia, so I will switch into my own here, and let's see how we go. So got to the Moonblast first, so that's interesting. So there must have been a bit of over-tapping on their side to get a little bit of extra energy. Let's see, and the reason I wanted to get that first is in case it debuffed. So I'm not going to shield this up, and they're probably going to be looking to double Moonblast me, so they'll Moonblast me now. Let's hope I don't get a debuff. No debuff, so that's good. And we're getting a bit of lag, so that's not ideal. So no shield here either, so I really would have liked to get to mine before they got to theirs, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm just hoping I don't get debuffed. No debuff, so that's good for me. Let's go for the next one. So I should, if all things being equal, be able to take this match if they don't debuff me. So they've switched into, so I'm going to throw my own here, and then probably, so they've not, interesting, so no shield required there. So I'm not going to shield this up, and then I'm going to swap into my Lapras there, just because, and I've got straight into the next one. So this could be an Ancient Power, but to be fair, Icy Wind it is. So it does no damage, but I mean, yeah. So I'm actually going to throw the Ice Beam here. If they don't shield this up, this actually may KO at this range, even with the debuff. Yeah, so it does. Absolutely outstanding. Let's see what they want to do now. So now I've got to waste some time. So I'm not going to shield this up. Oh, running the Grass Knot. So that really indicates to me I need to take this thing out. It cannot be matched up against my Swampert, because I do not want that Grass Knot KOing the Swampert, and that's fine. So they've used one shield. Happy days. Let's see them go into another one. Do I get there first? I do. Absolutely perfect, because now I can, yeah, I'll be KO'd here. should I be KO'd here? Or do I want to win switch? So I'm going to match the shield here, actually. And then let's see if I can KO this thing. And then, so out comes their own Swampert. So I'm not going to shield. And then I'm going to bring out my own Swampert here, because it is the Hydro. And then I'm not actually going to bring out my own Swampert. I'm going to make them throw energy onto my Cresselia, which they obviously have to do. So let's see if they want to shield this up or not. So no shield, big call, big call. So that's fine. So they're going to have to throw this energy, otherwise this thing is going to take them out. So they have over farmed here. Yeah, so let's go into my Lapras, throw the Surf straight up, and they are going to have the shield or let it go. So there's the shield, happy days. I think they're going to throw energy here, yeah. So I'm going to let this go, and then out comes my Swampert to show them a bad time. So the question is, can I get to my... Ooh, so they're going to be wanting to run out the clock here. So I'm shielding this up, and I'm really hoping I can get there before they can, before the timer runs out. And they've won because they've out... Oh, that is brutal. So 100% my win there, but they've played the clock. Really cheap win on their part, but I mean, it is part of the game, and that's what it is. So happy days. Let's move into the next one. So running out the clock's got to be the cheapest way, especially when you've got no health left on either. So this is a good lead for me. I expect them to switch out. Let's see what they switch to. Not switching, hey? Okay. So they'll probably throw the... Let's just throw the Surf. They probably will throw a Ancient Power here, so I will shield up the first one if they shield their own, which they have, so that's fine. So I will shield up as well, because obviously Ancient Power is going to do a whole lot of damage at this range. And then I'm just going to throw straight in, so no over farming. Oh, they got a fast move in there, which is not ideal. So let's see what they do. So they're going to double shield here. So no double shield, and I should be able to fast move farm them down, which I can. So now let's see what happens here. So out comes the Dragon. Okay, so that's interesting. So I'm really hoping I can get to this Ice Beam before they get to a... Oof. So I'm not going to shield this up, and I think I might survive with a slither of health. Slither. Let's see. And I do. So managed to get to the Ice Beam here. So I don't expect them to use a shield, because I'll probably think I'm surfing. And they do. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now I'm going to bring out the Cresselia, just because obviously the Dragon Breaths does more sort of neutral damage. But it's, yeah, not going to do... the shadow moves are much better, so I'm going to overfarm marginally, only very marginally, and then throw this. So we'll see if they want to use their second shield here. I don't expect them to be honest. No, and they haven't. And let's see what comes out. So they've got it all Swampert. So this is a real uphill battle for them. Same number of shields. And I've got a full health Swampert in the back as well. So I don't know. I'm just going to charge down with this. I'm going to save my shield. If I can get the debuff, no debuff. So I'm going to save my shield for the Swampert. Obviously, it's the way to go. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't know. Let's find out. So they're going to Hydro. So it's going to take at least one more Hydro to take me out. And I've thrown that straight away. So I don't think this is going to be quite enough to KO. Let's find out. Nope, not quite enough. And if I can get to my Moonblast, which I can, with one slither of health remaining. So let's throw the... And then I'm going to jump into my own Swampert here. So obviously shield this first one up, and then I should be able to get to my charge move before they get to another one. And even if I can't, it's not going to be enough to take me out here. So happy days. So managed to get back on the winning board. So a bit frustrated with that last game because as it was 100% my game, was going to win that every day of the week. Add in 30 more seconds and that's game over from them. So stalled out the clock, which is, I guess, a strategy as well, but managed to win there. So 3 games, so going positive, always happy with that, and obviously jumping straight into the next one, and let's see how we go here. Mr. Pokey 1000. So let's see what we get on the lead. And good lead for me. So I think I'm just trying to think of what I should do here. Let's see whether they switch this out. So no, what are they switching to? So this is not an ideal matchup for me, to be honest. So I think what I'm going to do is double shield here. Yeah, so this is interesting. So I'm going to charge up to the Earthquake and then throw the Hydro, just because obviously with me switching into this match, they're going to expect me to throw my Earthquake, I imagine. Yes, so happy days. So there's one shield. Let's charge up to the next one. See what they do here. So big call here, so maybe should have, no, so 100% the right call. If they don't throw energy now, so I think they've got enough for 2. They've definitely got back-to-back, so this is a bad move. Can I get to my Earthquake before they get to theirs? Come on, get there. Yes. Whew. Oh, happy days. So this is going to be KOing at this range, so that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Really lucky there. Expect this Giratina to come back out. Yep, happy. Throw energy. That's fine. With no shields, I think I'm going to come in with... Yeah, so I'll come in with the Lapras and then Ice Beam it straight up. Oh, and I've done a brilliant swap there. So let's see what comes out. So really should have been paying attention to that. So what I might do here is swap into the Cresselia and take this game. So this is going to be, yeah, my win here. There's nothing they can do now. So Meteor Mash, not going to do a huge amount. So I'm going to over farm a fraction. Just because obviously their fast move does do a lot of damage, so I don't want to over farm too much, but I do want to get a little bit of extra energy so I can throw that onto the Giratina when it comes out. So they're staying in, so good on them for staying in, but this is game over. So this is going to be a 4-1 set, which is I'm really happy with. Let's see if I can get the debuff. No debuff, so don't want to rub salt into the wound there. So if this is a... Oh, so they may be able to... Let's see. So it is the Shadow Sneak, so that should be... No, not enough to take me out. And so I'll switch in, throw my Ice Beam, just because I don't want to take the chance of them storing up extra energy and throwing it onto my Lapras when I come back in. So there we go. That's good game. So got a little bit more tense than I was expecting at the end there, but happy days. So 4 and 1 should have been 100%. That's a 5-0 match. They just played the clock. So yeah. Bit frustrated, as you can probably tell, because would have really loved to go 5-0 again, but happy with 4-1. So really happy with that. And let's see what we get for this reward. So I'm hoping for something decent, and it is not decent. So Snivy, ugh, is all I can say to Snivy. I mean, I always say it. I've got a video on how to improve your excellent throws, so watch that if you want to. because clearly that was not an excellent throw. That was absolute brick. Now I'm going to have another chance to do a little bit better. Let's hope I can. So I'll link to that video now about improving excellent throws, so check that out. Worth a watch. So obviously it's more important against raid bosses and shadow Pokemon because you've got limited balls. For these, it doesn't matter. It's not running away, so you can take as many as you want. But raid bosses... another bad throw. So two bad throws, one okay throw. And let's see if this catches it. No, and can we match it? So we'll go too good, too bad. Always puts the pressure on when you sort of say, and this is one jumpy Snivy, by the way. It is not staying still, which... does make it difficult to throw at, and that circle was massive, so obviously only the great throw. I did want to throw after the attack just so then it didn't jump, and managed to catch it that time, so happy days. Don't know what a good CP is on one of these to give me good IVs, so 471, no, not great, so bye bye. And that's the Snivy caught. So like I said, check that video out. It can help you improve your excellent curveballs. 2244. So I'm going to be a little bit greedy here and hope that I go for 2280. In the 2280s would be real nice. 2282. Absolutely outstanding. So that's really nice. Happy with that. So 2282. So this is actually the highest I've been in Season 2 so far. And hopefully I can continue moving up the rankings and push into rank 9 at some point. And we'll see how we go. But hopefully that was useful for someone. As you can see, game number 3, watch the clock. Obviously, I should have switched out earlier to be able to throw my energy earlier on the Swampert, but I mean, it is what it is. 4-1, can't complain. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.